Mr. Elmer Quintanilla. Mr. Quintanilla, you are charged with the felony offense of murder. The defendant was operating a motor vehicle on a public roadway in Harris County and had a 1-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 6-year-old child passengers. The defendant was driving a 2013 GMC Sierra northbound in the 8900 block of West Sam Houston Parkway.
Por la autopista West Sam Houston Parkway en la autopista rumbo al norte.
The defendant was traveling at a high rate of speed while exiting the tollway for West Road.
Saliendo de la autopista a la calle West Road.
The defendant crashed into the back end of an Acura
Chocó por detrás de un auto Acura.
4-door sedan
Un auto de 4 puertas sedan.
with the front of his motor vehicle.
Con la parte de frente del auto de usted.
The Acura was forced off the roadway
Acura lo botó del camino.
as a result of the collision,
Y el resultado del choque del accidente
rolled over,
volvió
and crashed into a brick sign,
y chocó con un rótulo de
killing the complainant,
matando a la persona que lo puso.
who was the sole occupant of the Acura.
El único pasajero del auto Acura.
The defendant's vehicle then crashed into the back
Y luego el auto de usted pasó por detrás
of a Toyota sedan
de un auto Toyota sedan
operated by another individual,
conducido por otra persona.
and then crashed into 3 parked vehicles
Y luego chocaron con 3 otros autos estacionados
off the roadway.
fuera del camino.
The defendant, his wife, and 3 children
El acusado, su esposa y sus 3 hijos
were transported to the hospital.
los transportaron al hospital.
Officers made contact with the defendant
Y la policía hizo contacto con el acusado.
and observed him to have watery eyes
Y lo observaron que tenía los ojos llorosos
and a distinct odor of an alcoholic
y
beverage
un olor distinto de alcohol
emitting from his breath.
emitiendo de su aliento.
The defendant was restless
El acusado estaba inquieto
and admitted to having 1 beer.
y admitió que se había tomado una cerveza.
The defendant told the officer
Y el acusado le comentó a la policía
on the scene that he was traveling
en la escena donde estaba conduciendo
at approximately 90 miles per hour
como 90 millas por hora
at the time of the collision.
cuando ocurrió el accidente.
The defendant exhibited 6 out of 6 clues
El acusado mostró 6 pistas síntomas de intoxicación en la prueba de sobriedad
during the HGN test
durante las pruebas de sobriedad que le dieron
and refused any other SFSTs.
y rehusó participar en cualquier otra prueba de sobriedad.
The defendant was found to be intoxicated
Lo confirmaron intoxicado
by the introduction of alcohol
por la introducción de alcohol
and or drugs into his system.
o drogas en su sistema.
The defendant refused to provide a specimen
Y el acusado rehusó prestar muestra
of his blood.
de su sangre.
A search warrant was obtained.
Y con orden de registro
A blood specimen was collected
le sacaron la sangre
from the defendant
del acusado.
and will be submitted for analysis. There's probable cause for your arrest in this case.
Tenía causa probable para su arresto en este caso.
Your case is assigned to the 262nd District Court. The judge is Denise Bradley.
Caso se asigna a la Corte 263, ahí el juez se llama Denise Bradley.
Mr. Quintanilla, are you planning to request a court-appointed lawyer to represent you in this case?
¿Un abogado gratis de oficio o vas a contratar a uno? ¿Cuál? ¿Abogado gratis de oficio contratas uno? ¿Cuál? I'll hire one.
And it's my understanding, Mr. Quintanilla, that you have refused the assistance of the Public Defender's Office during this hearing. Is that correct?
¿Esta es la ayuda de los defensores públicos, correcto, verdad? No comment. No comment. Señor, si ya está aquí, quédate aquí.
Absolutely. Ms. Candidate, what's the state's request for Mr. Quintanilla's bond?
Your Honor, the state requested $850,000 bond in addition to position at our law to alcohol, drugs, and a scram device.
What was that amount again? And that will be granted. I'm going to order Mr. Quintanilla's bond set at $150,000 because he left. Do we know if Mr. Quintanilla is a citizen of the United States? Indicate that. And I will. He did not want his consulate notified. All right, thank you, sir. All right, that takes care of Mr. Quintanilla's case.